Hi, my name is Steve Quigley and I'm an IT Solutions Group Manager here at Loffler. I wanted to talk to you today about a tool that we're using to help fight security threats that a lot of our customers are facing. Security is continuing to be a bigger issue for reasons a lot of people think about and some that they don't. First of all, of course, security has gone from something that was a hobby, looking at defacing websites or political statements, and has shifted into money making, which means now that you are a target, both business and personal, and there are people obviously out to get your assets. The other thing that folks don't think about though too is the reputation then for businesses that do get hacked and what that means for whether or not customers feel comfortable shopping there. The other thing that we're running into too is compliance. Nearly every business, private, public, you name it, is beholden to some extent for their security to their vendors. So roundabout way of saying everybody's thinking about security and there's a lot that people are doing about it. As you're working with your different partners, it's assumed that everybody's doing the best they can to be preventing things like the antivirus and doing best practices on their network. What others are doing more of too is end user awareness training. So you've got the end users are getting a steady stream of short videos, helping them understand what the threats look like, getting some false phishing so that they can see what the bad spam looks like, recognize it, and of course not click on it. And if they do, obviously learn a little something instead of having to get locked down and be paying with Bitcoin. And these are particularly critical in areas like healthcare and retail, where again, you're dealing with a lot of personal information. But the piece that Loffler now has started to look at is what happens when you're hacked and how do you know when you're hacked. The biggest thing you might notice in some of the more recent issues, especially like Target here locally being a big example, is that the exploit was in place for months before anybody knew it. And in that time, the bad guys are incented to lay low and not let you know that they're out there while they gather their information. So in the meantime, all of the other security apparatus was in place, but nobody knew. So what we're seeing more now are people wanting somebody watching the store doing detection and doing response. Loffler has now partnered with a company by the name of Arctic Wolf Networks, which is a security operations center. And between our Loffler Network Operations Center and the Arctic Wolf Security Operations Center team, what you get is 24/7 of engineers who are doing nothing but watching your network, alerting in the event that they see something that's out of the norm, both in terms of malware and user behavior, and now have a resource in Loffler to call and say, I need something stopped, I need something fixed, etc. And obviously give you a much faster look at the problem and a much faster response to the issue. So as you're looking at security, make sure you think about not only what you're doing to identify and protect and try to be preventative, but think about what you're going to do to detect, to respond, and then to recover.